Okay, so 2 weeks since my last tier list video, I have decided to update it because really good new units came out and a lot of things have changed. Units have become less viable, some have become more viable. So yeah, I did myself a favor and I kind of just put what I deem to be trash in the trash tier, so I don't have to go over them and discuss them or waste time during the video doing it. I could spend that time talking about other units. So yeah, I mean, look, perhaps maybe one or two of these units aren't trash, maybe if I try them out they'll be half decent, but I have no interest in trying out any of these units. So and then none of them seem particularly good. Blue Gotha could have been good had we had a Festival King meta, but we did not, so completely irrelevant. And the rest of them are just whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, quite a lot of units to go through, so let's get started. First off is Blue King. Last time I had him in Meh, but I guess I'll put him in Team Reliant. Look, he's still going to be good in the King, Liz, and then whatever unit in the world that you want to add. He's going to be good in that team, but outside of that, people just do not have the space to run Cleanse or to run Blue King. So reliant on whatever team you run him in, but he's not bad or anything. This Diane. Last time I had her in very good because every game was literally Liz. I'll still put her in very good actually, because even now the games they're gonna have DPS units, so her attack seal card is gonna be very valuable. She's also blue, so she will do extra damage to the likes of Lost Vein and Sariel. Her rupture card can help you against the shield or against people who run draw. So all in all, no one uses her, but that doesn't discredit the fact that she's a very good unit. It is what it is. Green Merlin, very good, obviously sub unit. And just to let you know, the units ain't in order. Like if I have Diane here and Merlin here, that doesn't mean that Diane's better than Merlin. I just slot them in because we don't really we don't really care too much about the specifics like that. Next up is Barn. Barn is pretty meh right now. Over on JP he's actually really good because there's a ton of blue units, but right now a lot of units are red or green, so not really the time for my boy, but it's okay. Red Demon Meliodas, Team Reliant. He does need to be in the Ludo team to be at his best, just like a lot of units, but when he is at his best, he is a very, very powerful and capable unit. For all I know, he's probably good on other teams, but I haven't tested that, so I can't really speak on it. Obviously this PvP tier list is all from my experience, my opinion. So yeah. Next up is Red Eskino. I got a ton of hate for putting this guy in the bad tier. I don't really understand why. Like, he is trash, he's not great, but we'll put him in meh just to appease the masses. Yeah, no, I think he's trash, but you guys seem to disagree. Maybe you guys are in, I don't know, gold 5 and you still like using mono red or whatever, so fair play. We'll put Eskino in meh, but in reality he's not great. Mono red is a garbage team. It's a joke at this point. Red Gotha is a god tier unit, of course, now more than ever really. If you do not have green Gotha, you will not be any happier right now, because Red Gotha is very, very, very strong in this current meta, so good stuff. Honestly, next time I'm just going to put every commandment in Team Reliant, because like for the majority of commandments, they're only going to be good in their own archetypal team, the commandment team, so good on Meliodas. Same with Blue Demon Meliodas, Team Reliant. He can't be used outside of Pierce Rate, unlike Rugal, so we'll put him there. This Diane is a troll unit. She's okay. She has Rupture. She has a buff and debuff seal single target, and she has a little troll passive where you can increase her crit chance by giving her crit resistance gear set. So a troll. She's not great, but she is a troll unit. I'll give her that. Same with this Liz, troll unit. She's meant to die fast to give you some gauge and heal you back to full. This Liz is meh. I did a video on her yesterday or the day before. She was okay, but she was nothing crazy. She's meh. She's pretty good. She's alright. She's not too bad. Galland is Team Reliant. Yeah, no, Galland is fine in the commandment team. Blue Fat King is a troll unit. His full counter, or not full counter, but his counter skill will protect other allies. Lilia is Team Reliant. No place for her except for Pierce Rate, so we'll give her that. This Barn is pretty meh, you know. He's not as good as the red nunchuck Barn, and he's no better than the green nunchuck Barn at this point. I mean, he's okay. I tried to do a video on him on the kitchen sink team, but even then he still didn't really impress me, so here's what it is. Green King is team reliant. If you run him on a team that outputs a lot of debuffs like a Kyo team, he'll do very well, but outside of that, not too great. Green Fat King is a troll unit, part of the Tamio alt nuke team, so we'll give him that. This Green Lilia, I guess if you play some stally trash, you might run her in your team. She's not too great at this point though. Meliodas is a troll unit as well, you know, full counter cheese. I mean, to be completely honest, in the kitchen sink he was actually incredibly powerful, but you know, that is a WoW exclusive team, so we can't really you know, we can't really give him too much credit for that. Valenti is also a troll unit. You know, all of these stall teams and stuff, they're troll teams. You know, they're not good teams. They're literally just, you know, they're just to meme around. Glocks is obviously team reliant. This Diane, part of the infinite defense stacking debuff team. It's a troll team, nothing too serious, but she is a part of that. Yeah. This Meliodas is meh. He's not a troll. The way he works is fine. His damage is just pitiful. So, you know, it is what it is. Feels bad. Like, yeah, if only his skills had more percentage on them where they do more damage, he would probably be team reliant or very good, because he does have a fantastic passive, but you know, very difficult to actually proc it in a timely manner. This Diane is very good, even though the way she works is counterintuitive, because you know, Sario shreds her, but she's used on Sario teams. She's basically just a backup to your Goddess Liz, so you know, you have her and then you have Goddess Liz in sub, so your opponent pretty much has to kill 2 units, basically 3, because when Goddess Liz comes out you have to take off revive. If your opponent wants to kill Sario, he's gonna have to take away like 3-4 lives, so she is very good for that reason. Death Pierce is very good, fantastic sub unit, just like Merlin, but for DPS teams. This Liz is a troll alt rush unit. You know, start the game with 3 gauge and an alt rush team, get your ultimate, give everyone 2 gauge, yada yada, just some trolling. Green Eskino right now is pretty meh. Last meta he was pretty good, where you know, quite a few blue units and stuff, but right now when the meta is dominated by red units, he's not going to be too great. This Helbram, I don't know why I didn't put him in bad, I forgot. This Jericho is meh. I mean, she even meh, bro. I mean, she's powerful, but way too squishy. We need to wait for the massive Jericho buff. When we get the red Jericho, and then they give us the huge stat buffs that they gave to all Jerichos, then she'll actually be viable in PvP, but until then, not too viable. Red Merlin is very good. She always has been, she always will be. Obviously right now half of her skill set is pretty useless because no one runs cleanse, but having freeze on an SSR unit who actually does good damage, that's pretty much all you need. She's never going to be garbage, so yeah. Red Monsby is team reliant in the commandment team. Deldry is a troll unit for, you know, I don't think I need to explain Deldry, but yeah. This Liz is a troll unit. Oops. You can use her in the Tamio defense buffing team, but other than that, not much use. This Barn is very good. He's always going to be good, just because anytime you can proc debuffs, which is incredibly easy with someone like Green Gotha, you can just reap the rewards of huge weak point damage. So yeah, Barn is very good. Benimaru is team reliant. He was very good in the Kyo team when I tested it out, so no complaints there. With Kyo, he is very, very powerful. This Red Diane, what a discovery, bro. Last tier list I had her in bad, but we are gonna shoot her straight up to very good. In this meta, where attack skills are dominant, having attack disable is just far too powerful, man. It's just far too powerful, and she has it for 2 turns at level 1, so yeah. No, if you guys didn't watch my video from yesterday, do check it out. She was amazing. Fat King is unreleased. Elat with Green Fat King, she's part of the Tamio alt nuke team, so yeah. Red Arthur is pretty meh. He's not bad, it's just there's not really any good team for him right now. When we get the Green Roxy, he'll probably get some play again, because the Green Roxy requires a full human team, so until then he's pretty meh. The only notable SRs are both Gil Thunder. This Gil Thunder right here, in a troll team you can run mono blue with you know, either Tom Yell or with this blue nunchuck barn, but other than that, not really too much use for him. The rest of the, I mean, yeah, no, the rest of the SRs are pretty garbage. You can use them for some meme teams, but the meme teams aren't exactly too great. Where's the Green Gil though? Green Gil is very good though, very good. Anyone who runs the Tarmio Estarosa team, they're gonna have this guy in sub, and that is like an actual team that people do use, so he is very good for that team. Derriere is team reliant, of course, commandment. Green Derriere is also team reliant, although I'd probably even drop her to meh, because even in the commandment team she's not too great right now. I know on JP she's really good at the moment, but on global red meta is, yeah, not a good time for her. Melascula, team reliant. You have to be in a team that's gonna make the most out of her revive, so yeah. Red Galland, I was actually playing some games with Red Galland earlier, trying to test out some stuff. Team reliant, of course, he has a nice passive. Your red units will ignore 30% of the enemy's defense. It's not too bad, it's pretty good. But yeah, Easton is pretty meh right now. I mean, I'm gonna have to revisit Easton, to be completely honest. I really am. She could do very well because she's blue and pretty powerful, but until then I'm gonna leave her in meh, because at the moment she's not really doing too well. Red Mono, team reliant. She's fantastic in the King debuff team, incredibly powerful, but outside of that she's probably useless. Blue Arthur is very good. I'd like to put him in the god tier, but I know people would be upset, but so we'll keep him here. But Blue Arthur is fantastic, does big PP damage, and he has a AoE attack seal. Very, very good unit, you know, and he's free to play, so just keep that in mind. Lost Vein Meliodas is a godly unit. In fact, let's just get all the godly units out the way, because they really don't need explanation. Wailed Out Ludo, Goddess Liz, who else? Green Gotha. Anyone else in the god tier? Anyone? Yeah. Oop, where did I put Hendrickson? I put the Hendrickson somewhere, but I can't see where. Where did I put Hendrickson? Oh my god, I'm blind. There he is. Alright, my bad. Sorry about that. The King Hendrickson combo is still incredibly powerful. You know, you only have one bad matchup, and that's the Estarosa Tarmio team, but outside of that you'll be perfectly fine, so can't give that any flack. Red King is pretty meh. No one runs Pierce Rate at the moment, so it is what it is. Red Zeldris, commandments aren't too valuable right now. Like, they're not doing too well, unlike last meta where they were very good, but here, Red Zeldris is still a very good unit. Same goes with a Green Droll. Although the blue draw is probably more useful than the green one right now, but they're still both very, very good units. Roxy is a team reliant, needs to be in a debuff oriented team to get the best out of her, but she's pretty good. Blue Zeldris is very good in this current meta, good to see him back. Lots of red units for him to destroy. This Fraujin is a troll unit, of course. He's meant to die. Red Glocks is team reliant. People mainly use him in troll control teams, less than they do in commandment teams, but he's still pretty good. This Hawk, we're gonna treat this Hawk as if it's Oslo and Hawk. Oslo and Hawk are god tier. They are a whale character, like they have to be 6/6, otherwise they're trash, but when you have them 6/6, they are a godly character, and you know, there's not much is gonna change that. So sorry if you don't agree, but Oslo and Hawk are god tier units. It's just, it is what it is. Green Shin is team reliant. In the kitchen sink he's an absolute monster. Outside of that he's more of a utility unit, but still very, very good. Red Wedding Diane, team reliant. You have to run her with Droll to get the best out of her and Droll, but if you do that, it's a very good combo. Green Monspeed, team reliant, has to be run with an ignite unit, otherwise he's not worth a lick of salt, so yeah. Easton we don't have. Non-whaled out Ludo is probably meh. Very underwhelming if your passive doesn't proc, which I think is pretty funny, but yeah, big difference between whale Ludo and non-whaled out Ludo. Red Lilia is very good in general, doesn't even have to be used in the King debuff team, she's just very good in general, so fair play to her. Kyo, It hurts not putting him in God tier, but yeah, right now people are doing way too much damage on turn 1 for Kyo's passive to really build up. Mai is team reliant. You know, you build a team around her like the draw team or even the kitchen sink, which I demonstrated she still does very well in. You can still achieve 1 turn kills with her, so fair play to the girl. Athena is also very good. I mean, not right now to be completely honest, because people aren't really ult rushing, but nonetheless she's still very good. Rugal, very good. The only pierce rate unit who can be ran on a team that isn't pierce rate, so good job Rugal. And then is that pretty much it? Oh, how could I forget? Sariel, God, of course. And then Tamiel, I'm going to put very good. He's not on the level of Sariel, but he's still a very powerful unit, so we'll give him credit where it's due. Green Esterosa, also very good. Hand in hand with Tamiel, they're both on the same team. Red Esterosa, team reliant, has to be run on in the commandment team, or like a commandment slash debuff team with maybe Red, Zeldris and Kyo to get the best out of him. But Red Esterosa is still a very capable unit. And is that it? I think that's it. I think that is it. So yeah, man, you guys can see just how close we are to JP. Besides assault mode Meliodas, who's not here, we're only missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are 10 units away from JP, and multiple of these units released at the same time. So yeah, man, oof, we are very, very, very close to JP. But yeah, this is gonna be my update to the tier list. Quite a lot of changes, to be completely honest. Quite a lot, but generally speaking I think it's fine. You know, units like Red Diane and Blue Arthur coming back to do a huge shift in the meta is very good. I like it when you know, like this Red Diane, like she's one of the oldest units in the game. She was part of the initial SSR pool, so the fact that she can actually be used and is viable in this meta is very good, I think, because pretty much everyone should have her, if I'm not mistaken. At this point you really should, if you've been playing the game for longer than 2 days. But yeah, anyway guys, that will be it for this video. This is my updated tier list. I hope you enjoyed it. If you disagree on anything, do let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later on today for another video. Take care. Special thank you to the channel members for supporting this channel. Someone, Sunny D, Munchkey, Panic, Panic AMN, Jay Bentley, Hidato X, 40A, Link7DS, Nitin Kumar, Shiro, Kami Free, It's Costi, JP Killer 115, A Vamos, Scumbag Scott, Sip, Aldrich, Henry Cow, Unforgiven, John Foltz, and Markovic.